Albert Einstein once said that time is an illusion, and there were many true aspects about what he said. Today, we often tell ourselves that we don't have enough time to do a certain task, but that may not be so true. Hi there, Tosin Adema here, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing the best time management tips to make sure that you get everything you want done. As usual, the video will be split up into different sections, which will be left in the description below. Feel free to skip to any point in the video that you may find interesting, or you can just watch the video all the way through. I don't mind. Just to give you a little bit of background, these time management tips have allowed me to do well in schoolwork, as well as simultaneously run a business which has been doing well, as well as other small things in life. By no means was that a flex, but all I'm trying to show you is if I can do something, you can do it better. First, let's talk about non-negotiables. So non-negotiables should be things in life that you deem important, such as exercise. So in my example, let's say that I wanted to exercise every day. So I need to make that non-negotiable, meaning that I have to do it every single morning, okay? And it's non-negotiable, such as making my bed, which is already a non-negotiable. It allows you to create that discipline in order for you to get work done efficiently. So that being said, the phrase that I never have time should never be part of your vocabulary, because at any given moment, you're doing what you most want to be doing. So by creating those non-negotiables, you're dedicating time to the things that you want to do. Next, let's talk about not procrastinating. Basically, what that means is that you shouldn't allow tasks to build up, saying that you'll do them later, until let's say the end of the day, and then you have just a large pile of tasks that could have been done sooner, and you just have to do it then. You always want to make sure that you avoid procrastination by any means possible. Next, let's talk about planning. So what I mean by planning is that you should have a rough idea of how long every task is going to take you. One method you can use to find this out is a strategy used by Matt Davella in one of his videos. So basically what he did is that for the course of 3 months, he wrote down what he was doing every 30 minutes, which allowed him at the end of the 3 months to see where he was actually allocating the most time to. So not only can that just show you if there's any places that you need to cut down on, it can actually allow you to see how long each task takes you. So for example, if I had a lecture to do, you know that that's going to take you 30 to 45 minutes. If you wanted to exercise, you know that's going to take you from 1 hour to 2 hours. If you had to make lunch, it's going to take you 1 hour. Things like that. So you're not ever taking a long time during tasks. But even with that, you always want to overestimate how long a task is going to take you, just to allow a bit of a buffer, just in case it takes a little longer than you estimated. Next, let's talk about making good use of that time. So let's say that you were exercising. So why not just listen to the book that you've been wanting to read for a couple months? Find an audiobook version of it and listen to it while you're exercising. Usually multitasking isn't good, but for low energy tasks such as exercising, you can actually listen to audiobooks and things like that in order to be more productive. Or if you had some flashcards to get done, why not get them done at breakfast time? Just to illustrate, let's say that you were productive for 15 minutes during breakfast, 15 minutes on your commute to work, 15 minutes on your way home, 15 minutes while exercising. That's already 1 full hour of being productive in your day. Next, let's discuss the Parkinsons Law. To illustrate the Parkinsons Law, let's say that you had an assignment due tomorrow at 4 p.m. What would you do? You would most likely start working on it right now to get it done before 4 p.m. But let's say that you had a task due in 1 month from now. You would most likely procrastinate for that full 1 month, and then at 11:59 before the assignment's due, you'd start grinding to get it done. So what does that mean? That humans are bad at being productive? No. What it means is that you should allocate artificial deadlines in order to get things done. So sticking to the example of the assignment in 1 month. Instead of waiting for 1 month to do it, why not set a deadline that you want it done within the next 2 weeks? If it's not done at the end of 2 weeks, then take away something, right? Just to give yourself that bit of discipline to get things done. Finally, let's talk about multitasking. So multitasking is a big subject that's brought up in the book, The One Thing. And it actually brings out the point that we as humans were bad at multitasking. In fact, just looking at the name, The One Thing, what does that show us? That at any given time, we should be doing one thing. unless it's something low energy like I talked about before. So just to prove my point, why do you think that we're not allowed to text and drive? Driving is a very dangerous thing to do, so why would you text while doing it? So in the same way, you can apply this to tasks. So if you have an assignment due, a difficult assignment, why not dedicate a full devotion onto it? Because it actually turns out when you're multitasking, the quality of work is actually lower. So you always want to remember to only multitask on tasks that are low energy. So thank you for watching this week's video. Please leave a like and subscribe. But if you want to see one of our other videos, click right here. But if you never want to miss out on a video again, you should just subscribe. Signing out.